Hi, hello. Welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be kind of an all over the place writing vlog. It's my second video that I've ever filmed, so bear with me. And it's probably going to be over the course of several days sporadically, just with my schedule this week. But I wanted to go ahead and start. Today is actually June 11th, which is the Sagittarius full moon. And one thing you should know about me is that I take my relationship with the moon very seriously. So today is supposed to be a good day for stepping outside of your comfort zone and trying new things. So that's what we're doing today. But hi, my name is Catherine Ray. I am a fantasy author. I'm currently working on the second draft of my romantasy project. It is a pirate and witch story, and it's about living with fear and second chances. And that's my little pitch. It does not even have a title yet. We're on the second draft. And by second draft, I mean like I'm rewriting this thing from scratch. I've been working on this thing for almost 2.5 years. I don't have a title. one of the goals is going to be to pull something out, kind of try to find a title in there. But that's not uncommon for me. I've finished I think 8 or 9 drafts of novels over the years, over the past decade actually. It's my I think 10-year. Yeah, it's my 10-year anniversary of finishing my first novel. Finishing my first draft of a novel. It wasn't good, but finishing a novel is a skill. Okay, making it good comes later. And I've never really had a story that I loved quite as much, or that I have put so much work into, and I really invested in my writing education before this. I actually have a degree in creative writing, but that does not mean that you should stop learning. So I did some more uh, reading and research on the writing craft and really developed this story before writing it. So I'm I'm really loving this project. But we're kind of at the point in the second draft where I am so close to it. I'm so close to it, and I cannot see the forest for the trees. And I really just need to follow my editing plan and get to the end of the draft so that I can see if it's even good. I'm going to get my little reward for myself when I finish this draft is I'm going to get some copies printed, some personal use copies from Barnes and Noble. I'm going to get those printed, read through it myself, and then give it to my husband and best friends to read as well. Um, so we're just kind of trucking along till the end. And I started this channel because I really just want some accountability, and I also wanted to document my process. I wish I'd started this earlier. I actually finished the first draft of this novel the week of my wedding. Don't recommend doing that. That was crazy. But I wish I'd started this kind of like documentation for myself even before now. But I also wanted to start this channel to make some writer friends. So if you're a writer, hi, please be my friend. Link your channel, link your Instagram. Let's connect. So we're in the last hour of the workday. So I need to get a little bit more done, and then I will be I'm on chapter 16 out of 23 currently in my draft. And I will be working on that after work. So
What's going on?
hi, hello. It is Saturday. It is a few days later, and unfortunately, no writing has been accomplished. So that sucks. Do kind of have valid excuses though. So I went to my mom and dad's house, stayed there for a few days. We had some mice in the kitchen, and I don't do well with that. So I took my dog and ran. We went and stayed with my mom and dad. So we just spent time there. And then yesterday, I spent most of the day making cupcakes and a little smash cake for our niece's birthday party, which is today. It's in like a few hours. But I'm already ready for the party, so we're gonna spend a little bit of time right now getting some editing in. I'll try and put maybe a little clip of the smash cake in here. The cupcakes turned out okay. I left all of the frosting tips that I wanted to use here, so that was a little disappointing, but I think the birthday cake turned out all right for like my second attempt. I did a test one last weekend. It was my second attempt at ever making a little cake like this, so I'm happy with it. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna get some writing done, and I will let you know what I get done. All right. Hello. It's Sunday. It's about noon. I didn't remember to film anything end of day yesterday. We got back from our niece's birthday party and we were wiped. Who doesn't love a 1-year-old's birthday party? But that was super fun. I did get some writing done in the clip you saw yesterday. Not a ton of words on the page, a few words on the page, but it was more. I've been stuck on this chapter for probably like a week and a half to 2 weeks now, and that's generally a sign that I don't know what I'm doing with it. Like I don't have a plan, I don't have it structured. I'm very much a plotter. I need a plan. I can't just write pulling stuff out of my head. Like I can in the plotting and outlining phase, and that's really fun, but once we are 80,000 words into the draft, I need to know what I'm doing. So I have a lot of the notes of things that I wanted to change, and as I was reading through, the character voices are very outdated and they don't fit the characters as they've developed. So I did some like plotting and figuring out what I needed to put in the place of a lot of the stuff that I was taking out and what I really needed this chapter to accomplish. So that was really helpful. I'm feeling better about this chapter. That being said, I need to still delete. I'm looking at my draft. I need to delete a good bit more out of it. And yeah, maybe make this a shorter chapter too. This is one of the ones where the characters are starting to confide in each other. Our main character is opening up a little bit more than she has. We're about like 60 to 70% of the way through the story. So there's some bonding happening, and the characters just aren't holding true to who they really are at this point in the story development. So I'm going to work on that today, and I'll let you know how it goes. Background alert. All right then. Also, I thought I'd show you guys my library. These are bookshelves that my dad and I built, mostly him. But sanded and stained them. I'm really happy with them. And actually it's the same stain and kind of wood, just thicker, that's on my desk. So this is my library. And this is my puppy. Oh. Hello. So I did get a little bit more writing done today. I was working on the first half of chapter 16, like you saw a little bit earlier. It's kind of what I've been working on the whole time. The second half of the chapter is a different scene, and I honestly don't think that one's going to need to change too much. But the first scene in this chapter needed to really be completely reworked, and I think I went into it thinking I could just edit it, but it needs a complete rewrite. So I started doing that today and it is flowing much better. I didn't get all of it accomplished and wrapped up like I wanted to, but that's okay. I've kind of hit a little bit of a wall. This is something that I'm trying to figure out with juggling a 9 to 5 and my writing practice now. I was doing freelance and kind of part-time work for a few years. That's what I've been doing the past few years. And I just recently, within the past 3 months, started a new full-time job. And I really like it. I'm doing marketing, I'm remote. Um, I work in insurance, which is, super glamorous, but it's what I went into when I graduated. It's actually how I met my husband. Um, and I like it. I know it, and there's some stability there as well. And you can kind of do some fun stuff with it once you're familiar with the industry. So I like it. But I am struggling to find a writing schedule that really works for me because I find that by the end of the day, oh, I'm using my laptop for lighting. Sorry. I couldn't be bothered to get up and turn the lights on. Um, but I'm finding that by the end of the day, I'm just ready to go to bed pretty much. And I am struggling with some health issues that I'm not sure exactly what's going on. I have some appointments with specialists and whatnot, but one of the main symptoms that I'm having is just like a ton of fatigue, just abnormal fatigue, um, to the point where I'm just falling asleep at 8:30, 9 p.m., and it is 9 p.m. now, and unfortunately, we've just kind of hit the point where any more words that I get on the page are not really going to be that helpful. Um, and I've tried a few times to wake up earlier in order to get some words on the page. And that's what I used to do when I went into an office and worked 9 to 5. Um, at one point, I was getting up at 5 a.m. every day and working on my draft. And I wish I could get back to that. But right now, unfortunately, the exhaustion is just kind of, I have to get more sleep than I think I would like, honestly. More sleep than is conducive to finishing this draft. But it's getting done just very, very slowly. Um, I am kind of, I guess, home alone for the next day and a half. My husband is on a work trip, so I am hoping to get more done. I am going to do a little bit of more work tonight, but I don't think I'm going to do any more writing. I don't think the words on the page are going to be very helpful. So I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this vlog. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so excited to finally be making some content for YouTube, and I hope you enjoy it. I had a lot of fun making this, and it definitely helped me sit down and get some words on the page, even though it was not as many as I wanted it to get on the page. But there's always tomorrow. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.